Why you must color fill blonde hair when you're going darker or going brown so that it doesn't turn green, because it will if you skip this step. And I wanted to share with you guys some of my expertise in this topic. My name is Maxine. I'm a hair colorist of almost 20 years. And this is a huge deal in the salon world, and where people accidentally turn their clients green or like a swampy brown color. And so I wanted to share with you guys how to prevent that and how to fix it if it happens. Okay, the first thing you need to understand is that blonde hair lacks pigment. It is a completely empty color. It has no pigment in it, because when you lighten the hair color out of the hair, so when you lighten color out of the hair, the result is blonde. And when you're lightening hair, you have to pass different stages of colors and warmth in order to become blonde, in order to get to that blonde. So when you're lightening hair like my color, dark brown, when I put hair lightener on my hair, it would be passing the stages of dark red, medium red, light red, dark orange, medium orange, light orange, dark yellow, medium yellow, light yellow, into a pale yellow. And so when it becomes that pale yellow or around the range of the blonde levels, it's lacking the underlying pigment that was once brown. So all of the warmth in the hair has been completely stripped out, and it's kind of like an empty color now. And so that's like the science of lightening the hair. But the science of going back darker and going to a brown color again, now you have to do everything back in reverse, and you have to fill the hair back in those warm pigments. You have to put warmth back into the hair first before you do any gold color, so that it doesn't turn swampy or green or mucky, So that's like the first thing to understand, is to go darker or to go brown, you have to fill the hair first. So if you were to take blonde hair and just put a neutral on it, like a level 6 neutral or a 4 neutral or whatever you're trying to do as your gold color, if you just put a neutral on it, or even worse, if you just put an ash color on it, it is immediately going to turn a swampy brown, like a swampy green. It could fully turn green, which I've seen before, it completely turning green, and it's just, no, it's crazy. And you can still fix it if you accidentally do that. You can still fix it. You just have to do a color fill to now reverse that ashy color. But the reason why that happens, if you were to accidentally just go ahead and put a neutral or an ash over blonde hair, basically what happens is a neutral tone is like a perfect balance of cool colors and warm colors. That's what makes a neutral. It's a perfect balance. So there's warm colors and cool colors. And in those cool colors are your ashes and your blues. And so especially if you put an ash over the blonde hair, but even if you didn't put ash over the blonde hair, even if you knew better not to do that and you were to just say like, oh, I'm going to put a neutral over the blonde hair to turn brown. The problem is with that is that because the neutral color is that perfect balance of cool and warm colors, the cool part, which is the blue, if you put blue over yellow hair, you're going to turn green. That's what happens. Blue and yellow equal green. So the reason why you don't want to do that is because it'll turn green. And so the way to prevent that is to do a color fill. And a color fill would replace those underlying pigments in the hair. So if you were to, say my hair was totally blonde, stripped out of its natural colors, and now I wanted to go back to my color. You have to fill the hair first with 2 levels at least lighter from the goal that you want. So I would say I'm like a 4. And so if I was to color fill my blonde hair, I would use a 6. But you want to fill the tones into the color that would be what a 4 would be. So since there's a lot of red and copper basically is what the warmth is in my underlying color, first you want to take 2 levels lighter from the goal. So I would be using in my hair a level 6, and you want to do CG, like a copper gold, and you want to put in some red in there. So whether it's just straight red, depending on how dark you go, or like a red brown, you want that first tone in the formula to be red. So not a brown red, but a red brown, because you need that red in the color to prevent the green, because red cancels green. So the first thing you want to do is take, if I had blonde hair and I wanted to go back to brown, take that formula 6 CG and a little bit of the 6 RB or R, and put that all over the blonde hair and turn this hair copper red. You want to turn this hair copper red, because if you turn this hair copper red, you are now replacing all of that pigment that was once pulled out of the hair. So you won't have any accidents with turning green. So once your client's hair is now a copper red, and you definitely have that like cherry cola look to the hair, you know, or like a copper look to the hair, then you wash out that color, you shampoo it, and you towel it dry, or like blow dry it, shake it dry. And then you can now add your neutral or your ash to now cancel out that color fill. Because then, like I said, the neutral has those cool colors in it. So if you put just a straight neutral, like let's say the client wants to stay a little bit of a warm brown color, then you would just put neutral over the color. Like whenever I darken a client's hair, I do one level lighter than the goal, so that the porosity of the hair doesn't accidentally pick up that color too dark. So like if I was to just use my hair, for example, if now I filled my hair with that color fill formula, and now it's that red kind of orangey color, if I want my goal to be a 4, I would be putting a level 5 neutral on my hair to now get me that nice warm brown, because the 5 neutral in 10 volume in a demi-permanent would bring this down to like a level 4, because of my hair now being porous. The hair is always going to be porous when you have blonde hair that's now been darkened. So a level 5 neutral, and that would give you such a pretty balanced warm brown. Neutral brown though, like it's just like a neutral brown it would give you, but in the sun or in the light you would see that like sheen of warmth popping through, which is what you want, because naturally brown hair has that sheen of warmth popping through when you see it in the sun or you see it under light. If you're not seeing this little bit of red in the hair, you're going to see green in the hair, and green is that artificial like nasty color, you know. So but if your client doesn't want to see warmth at all, and their goal is to really have that just like ashy color, and they don't want to see red, then you could do a 5 neutral and a 5A and cancel out that color fill, because you don't have to worry about it turning green, because it's already red. So the green in the ash colors is going to cancel the red and just give you, again, that nice, warm, balanced, ashy neutral color if you were to put ash in it. Okay, another example for going darker and preventing a mucky color or a green to happen. Let's say your client wants to be a dark blonde, a level 7, and you're starting from like a level 10, and your client is platinum-y, bleach blonde, level 10, and they want to go back to like a nice, natural, level 7 color, like a sandy color. Again, if you just put a neutral over that super porous bleach blonde hair, it's going to turn green, especially if it's blonde, because there's no dark pigment in there to hide the green. So you have to color fill, even for if you were to go back to a darker blonde. So my suggestion to prevent that would be, again, 2 levels lighter. So if I had a client that had super blonde, level 10, bleachy platinum color, and they wanted to be that beautiful level 7 natural color, I would do a level 9, because that's color filling level 2 levels lighter. But because you're just going to a dark blonde, you don't have to put red in the hair necessarily. I would put a copper gold, just copper gold, because when you are pulling out the pigment from a level 7, you're not really pulling out dark reds, you know what I mean? Because it's not brown. You're pulling out, and you're not pulling out like a super dark orange. You're pulling out more of like the medium oranges and the light orange and the dark yellow, you know? So I would use a level 9 CG straight up on the hair, color fill that hair with that formula. And then once they're washed and dried, they're going to be that beautiful, like level 8, like copper gold, because I always, in my experience, whenever I do a level like whatever level you use, I always feel it pulls just a little bit darker. So a 9CG on very porous hair would have given me like a level 8, you know? So then after you do the color fill and it comes out with that, comes to like that beautiful golden copper gold level 8 because you use a level 9. And now you want your next formula to be a level 7. You want this to be like that beigey level 7 hair. So then you would use a level 8 because you want to go a little bit lighter than your goal so that it doesn't pull too dark. Because again, the porosity of the hair. So you would use a level 8. And again, in my other example, if that client wants to be that warmer type of a color, like a sun-kissed like blonde, then you just use neutral because like a level 8 neutral over that would turn that to be like a beautiful sun-kissed dark blonde, like a level 7. And you won't have to worry about it turning green because of the neutral having green in it. Green and like yellow hair would be turning green. I'm editing this video right now and I wanted to just come on here and correct what I said so that I'm not just putting text on a screen. But neutral has 3 colors in it: red, yellow, and blue, not green. So I said green by accident, but it has blue. And when blue mixes with yellow, it turns green. So that's what I wanted to correct. Neutral has blue in it. And that's also what I mean by when I say neutral is like the perfect balance of warm and cool colors. And that's because it has red, yellow, and blue in it. That's the correction. Neutral has blue in it. It reminds me of that scene from Liar Liar when Jim Carrey is screaming about the pen being blue. Okay, now back to me talking about why you don't have to worry about the hair turning green since you added copper. But you don't have to worry about that because you filled the hair with copper. And even though copper doesn't cancel green, it will minimize the green. So you don't have to always have a red in the formula because some people are thinking like, oh, because I have to prevent it from turning green, it always has to have red because red cancels green. But that's not true when it comes to color theory. You can use that ash tone and it will minimize the green. So it'll still prevent it from turning green because you have warmth in the hair. So you can use that 8N and be totally worry-free of it turning green. And let's say that client wanted to be an ashy level 7, like a beigey level 7, sandy, more of an ashy color, which is most likely going to be the case because most clients don't want to see copper in the hair. They don't want to see red in the hair. Even though it's naturally in the hair, and at a neutral level, you'd see it like under the sun or under the light. But if they want an ashy color, then you can feel free to use 7A, but I wouldn't use 7A like 100%. I would still mix it with the neutral, but you could do like half and half, like 8N and 7A would now cancel out the copper. It would cancel out all of those warm tones, and it would leave that client with a really pretty beige dark blonde. And so that's just another example of going darker, doing a color fill, and always needing to have that warmth in the hair to prevent that hollowness, that mucky, swampy green color. So yeah, so that's just another example, and I hope that helped you guys as well. That's like the reason why hair turns green, is because you have to fill the hair with those pigments that are lacking, and a neutral or an ash would turn it green if it was just blonde. So I hope this video helps you guys kind of understand the hair theory around why the client's hair turned green, or how to prevent the client's hair turning green, or even just what a color fill means and like making sense of that. And I hope I wasn't confusing in my explanation. I hope you guys can understand what a color fill means, because it's an extremely important step to going dark or to going back brown after having blonde hair. And I've seen in the professional world it happen even to experienced stylists who maybe aren't so like advanced in doing darkening of color. But I've also seen a lot of people do an amazing job too. And but I have seen it go wrong. And I've also I also know that people do their hair at home themselves too. And like, I get it. You know what I mean? You should go to a professional, because professionals majority of the time always will make your hair amazing and do a great job. But But if you're gonna do your hair yourself at home, don't turn it green, please. Don't skip the colorful step. So I hope this video helps you guys, and please let me know if you made it to the end of this video. Comment in the comment section, hairdo crew. And I know that you actually watched this whole video. I would love to know how many people made it to the end of my yapping video of me trying to teach you guys color theory and just, trying to share my experience of all of my years in the salon. So I hope this video helps. But also, this is video number 1 of my series. I really wanted to come out with like a hair audit series. So this is audit number 1, and the purpose of this video is why you must fill your hair before going dark, so it doesn't turn green, because it will turn green if you don't. So this is video number 1, and leave me guys in the comments any suggestions of videos you want me to make for this series, or just share with me some experiences you've had, and I will make a video out of that. So I hope this video helped you guys, and yeah, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.